What's up, my friend? My name's David. Welcome to my channel. In this video I'll be discussing the money prison and why financial obligations kill your soul. If you're new to my channel, hit the like and subscribe button if you're looking for more meaning and fulfillment in your life. And let's get started. Have you ever stopped to think how most of us are inmates? Not behind bars, but behind bills. Mortgages, car loans, subscriptions, status upgrades. And it makes me wonder, when did life become all about keeping up with payments instead of purpose? And at what point did security become the same thing that steals our freedom? And I'm sure you've heard the formula: get a good job, buy a house, secure your future. But no one ever said anything about being happy, did they? No one ever said, find work that lights you up, figure out what your purpose is, and build something around that, something that's really going to help people. But instead we're trained to obey, toe the line, get into debt, and we call that adulthood. And the emotional trap is simple. The fear of losing stability is far stronger than the desire to feel alive. And so we play it safe. We trade curiosity for consistency and joy for just enough. And we live on borrowed timelines, 30-year mortgages, 5-year car loans, 2-year phone contracts, and so on. And it's funny because debt is the only addiction that people will actually congratulate you for. So here in Australia, our household debt to income ratio sits at over 180%. And I would imagine that it's similar in other Western countries around the world. So it's no wonder everybody feels suffocated, because it's not just money that we owe, it's time, energy, and choice. And here's what most people don't get, that obligations don't just drain your wallet, they hijack your nervous system. That constant low-level anxiety we experience, that's not just stress, it's servitude. And so we dress fear up as responsibility. I can't quit, I've got bills to pay, which is fair enough. It's not really adulthood, it's dependency disguised as adulthood. Because it's rare that security and freedom ever live in the same house. Because the more that we chase safety, the smaller our world becomes. A lot of people that earn more and more each year end up feeling emptier and emptier inside. Because the richer they got, the more terrified they felt of losing it. I used to live with somebody who was making, I don't know, probably about 20k a month at the time. And we were living in a house together. The rent wasn't all that expensive. This was many years ago, so the rent was quite cheap compared to what it is today. And he was worried that he would have no money, even though he had more than probably all of us in the house combined, I think. And that's what's meant by the golden handcuffs. It's comfort that quietly suffocates. Because is a high income really wealth if it costs you peace of mind? That's a trade-off that most people don't talk about or think about. And look, it's not your fault or anybody's fault. The system has been designed that way on purpose. Because our culture doesn't celebrate creators, it celebrates consumers. Where luxury equals validation and hustle equals virtue. Just take a scroll on social media for 10 seconds and you'll see it everywhere. Buy more, do more, be more. Because when you're stressed enough to keep spending, you become predictable, profitable, and trapped. And here's the crazy part. A good portion of the economy depends on us not feeling like we're enough. When we're content, we don't buy things for the sake of buying things. Sure, we're always going to need things, food, shelter, and other necessities, but a lot of what people buy is stuff that we don't really need. We just want it because that celebrity's wearing it, or our best friend has it, or we see it in a movie, or something like that. And the true cost isn't just financial stress, it's emotional rot. The anxiety, the burnout, and the loss of sense of self, and the Sunday dread that starts quietly on a Saturday night. And many people buy lifestyles that they can't afford. They drown themselves in debt just to keep up with other people who also can't afford their lifestyle, which is quite insane. And it doesn't just burn a hole in your wallet, it can ruin relationships. Because money fights are behind over 40% of divorces. Because in many ways, money can steal your sleep, your health, and your joy. And if money controls your mood, then it controls your life. And I'm not saying that money's the enemy. Money's very important, but it's supposed to be a tool, not a slave master. And the shift is simple, but not easy. Use money to amplify who you are, not build an identity of someone that you're not. So here are 3 steps that will help you start breaking the chains. Number 1, redefine enough. Figure out your real baseline, what it takes to actually live well, not just to look well. And anything above that should buy time, joy, or peace, not more liabilities. Number 2, align earning with energy. Do work that adds life, not just income. Because if your paycheck drains you faster than it can fill you, then it's just another form of debt. And number 3, design optionality. Reduce your fixed costs and build flexibility, because freedom isn't quitting, it's being able to when the time is right. So here's a few mini steps. Audit your subscriptions and cancel anything that doesn't add value, or anything that steals your time. Run a 1-month simplicity challenge and see what you actually miss. And start one small project that makes you feel alive, even if it doesn't earn a cent yet. Because money was meant to serve us, not own us. Imagine a world where people work because they want to, not because they're forced or concerned. And where stability doesn't cost you your soul. Because freedom isn't the absence of work, it's the absence of fear when you stop. If you like this video, hit subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.